sempat bantu-bantu.
Ide ada Winter. Wow,
Eh,
200 viewer.
apaan? Oh, yang kita main Holiday
Holiday
Maze.
Maze. Viewer 200, dislike 2000.
Kesel habis.
Aduh. Ini yang nonton siapa? Kurang kerjaan.
Lebih banyak dari waktu sama ini loh. Sama siapa yang ini? Tijal?
Iya.
Dinesh.
Makan samyangnya sampai 600, hampir 1000 loh.
Udah, ayo kita mulai.
Ya udah.
Okay, we're gonna
Sengaja
have a
mengundur.
IELTS simulation for speaking test. Yeah, let's start. Hello, good afternoon.
Ya, good afternoon.
You may have a seat. Can I see your identification, please?
Okay, this is my passport, and
Okay.
you can see my identity card.
Okay. Anggi Rinaldi Pratama, how should I call you?
Yeah, you can call me Aldi.
Okay, Aldi, I'm Monica. I'm gonna be your examiner for the speaking test. There are gonna be 3 parts in IELTS speaking. Let's start with part 1. I'm gonna ask you some question about music. When do you listen music?
Yeah, I have listened music since I went in my junior high school.
How much time do you spend listening to music every day?
In every day, I listen music. Maybe in the night before I sleep, or in the morning before I go to my work.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
I don't have specific favorite of music, but yeah, I like uh, listen in alternative music, or maybe in dangdut music.
Interesting. What's your what's your favorite kind of music? You have answered that. Have you ever been to a concert before?
Yeah, I have uh, come in concert when I was in college. Maybe it's 4 years ago.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you some question about teachers. Do you have a favorite teachers, Aldi?
Yeah, of course. I have one of my favorite teacher when I was in high school.
Do you want to be a teacher in the future?
No, I'm not sure about my future plan, but I don't have plan to be a teacher because I know teacher is a great job with a many responsibility, and I didn't ability to be teacher.
What kind of teacher do you like?
Maybe the teacher that he or she uh, can give all of student cheerful and joyful and interesting for the field of study in their class.
Do you think teacher should be angry at students or not?
Yeah, it's usually my teacher have get anger with all of student in class. Yeah, because it's natural when someone have stress with not cannot control all of them in their one room, I think.
Can you describe your high school teacher?
Yeah, My teacher is my mathematics teacher. His name is Lasmin. Yeah, absolutely. He's originally in Javanese people, and he very fun when he give a lecture in their class, in front of class. He give simulation and visualization about mathematics, and I think he success to make mathematics from to the hard thing in all of the class become the easiest field of study for all of their student.
What's the difference between young and old teachers?
Yeah, the big difference about their uh, kind of teacher is, I think, with the power or energy when he or she was teaching in class. Yeah, because I think the young teacher have a more powerful and energized to uh, teaching about the field of study.
Okay, that's the end of speaking part one. We're gonna go to speaking part two. Please check your WhatsApp. I just send you the question.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have 1 minute to prepare to make a draft about your speech. And after that, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to deliver your speech. Your 1 minute preparation starts from now. Yeah, your preparation time is over. Now you will have 2 minutes to deliver your speech or to answer your questions. Start from now.
Okay. Like 2 weeks ago, I heard about the vaccine for COVID-19 in Indonesia. This is my good news for maybe in the 2021, because this is a hope for Indonesian people to strive and to successful got the solve the COVID-19 in Indonesia especially. And yeah, I got in my TV channel when I saw in the night when I came to my house. It's a popular news because in all media, either in social media or in website news, there are informing about the vaccine. Maybe not in Indonesia also. Uh, this is all of the world is hot news for all people. Yeah, COVID-19 is a great pandemic, is a bad experience when we can to along of the 2020, and we have good hope when we got the vaccine, and I think this is uh, a good news for Indonesia people especially.
You have 20 seconds left. Is it enough?
Yeah,
Okay. That's the part two of IELTS test, and I'm gonna continue to the part three. How do people in your country get news?
yeah. Indonesia is a large country with many islands spread from the Sabang to Merauke, and this is not a same similar development in all area. So I think the most popular information for all people they are got in the TV. Yeah, because yeah, we know internet not spreading offer in the Indonesian people.
Do you think children should start watching news from a young age?
Sorry, could you s- repeat in the last sentence question?
Do you think children should start watching news from a young age?
A young age.
From a young age, from a teenagers, from
Oh,
a
from a teacher. Okay.
childhood.
Yeah, I think this is important for all people because when we young, yeah, we got a lot of chance to do our activity. We can start a game or we can play social media. But when children decide to searching news or article to her or his self, I think this is a great determination because yeah, young people uh, can be a person that uh, have a lot of the information and knowledge about the world and their country.
What kind of news do people in your country like?
Yeah, the famous type of news is I think artist or public figure issue. Yeah, this is hot news for all of Indonesia because yeah, in Indonesia we have a tradition to chit chat with our neighbor. So yeah, the news is uh, basically information we share with each other.
Okay. Why do some people like to share news in social media?
People need popularization, and people need to uh, he got the uh, yeah, maybe prestige when he share our activity or our good news for all people. Yeah, this is natural about the people. Yeah, and social media has a great engagement for our environment to know about us.
Okay, that's all. The end of the question for the part three, and that is also the end of our speaking test. Thank you, and I wish you a good luck, Aldi.
Okay.
This is your passport.
Oh, thank you. You not stole my passport.
Aldi.
Yay! Give applause for
Thank you, Aldi.
Aldi. Okay, before we go to one, I think let's say give some feedback first for Aldi so we don't forget. One, please, you start. What's your feedback for Aldi?
Eh, Bola Indonesia, teacher.
Yeah, you can say it in
Speak
Indonesia. You can have it
Indonesian.
mix
Uh-huh.
in Indonesian English. It's okay.
In first part, Aldi almost answering. First, I would like to asking a question. In part one, you said, teacher, it's need to answer in a short sentence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I don't know how short it is,
Mm-hmm.
but Aldi almost answering like two or more sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and in part guru favorite teacher,
Mm-hmm.
he said I had. He said I have instead I had,
Okay, good
or
point.
it,
Mhm.
it should be what I had or I have,
Yeah, it
because
was.
it
I
can
think
be
the
applied.
question was your senior high school teachers,
Mm-mm.
and can you describe? So you can describe it, but if you can describe it in past tense or present tense, both are okay.
Oh, but
If you
okay.
refers to if you refers on what happened in past, you can say that. But if the description is about something that still happened until today, for example, he's still alive,
Hmm.
and you want to say your teacher is handsome, your high school teacher is handsome, and he is handsome, and he is alive, so you can say it, you can describe it in present tense, not in
Present
past
tense.
tense.
Okay.
Mm.
And then part two, is the part two or need a structural like part three, or
Mhm.
just
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna give the feedback also right away, adding some point from what one has said before, has been said before.
and then
Uh,
teacher,
yeah.
I mean
Wait, before I
it's
forgot,
need
in the first in the part one, you were asking how many sentence that
uh
you consider as a short. So it's at least two. I mean, two sentence is short. I mean, don't say it. I mean,
more
when I say
than two.
short, don't answer it like one question, like one sentence. Or, do you like watching TV? Yes, I like watching TV. You don't say that, but you say, yes, I love watching TV. Especially one of my favorite TV show is this. Like you can answer
Oh,
it in two or three sentences, but
mm.
short. Yeah, but make it short and brief.
Oh, so it's
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
yeah, so
I
it's fine.
I did
And for some question, there are some questions need more elaboration, yes, even in the part one, so you can still do that, but don't make it super long.
okay.
What I noticed, what I have noticed from all the speaking part one, it for me it's still consider okay,
Mm.
so it's not too long. But yeah, at least four sentences for part three.
Yeah, because I don't know how short did you
Hmm.
mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
And then in part two, it's more what is better to answering in structural or
Mm-hmm.
not. Like
Yeah.
Aldi say, when he heard first, then what the news is about.
Mm-hmm.
Like I heard in uh I don't know, Aldi, what did you answer like?
Okay.
Yeah,
Hold a second. I'm gonna go
from
to the
his
question.
phone or in social media or itu dulu.
Yeah.
And then
So yeah.
it's good to
Um,
answering in full time, or it's okay to left the rest time.
okay. So the first questions, you can just follow the sequence, the
Sequence.
questions, because uh it is already in order actually. What was the news about? When you get that, where you got the news from, and explain the reason. So you can explain it in order,
in order.
And then you can start with by saying, for example, I'm going to talk about the news that really
Mm,
got my attention lately. You can have one introduction sentence.
okay.
I don't think Aldi did that actually. You were right away saying what was the news about. It was about the corona vaccine.
Mm,
Yeah. And for the time, it's better to have 2 minutes. For example, like 1 minute 55 or 2 minutes 5 seconds. Instead of kayak tadi kan you were 20 minutes, you still have
20
20 seconds,
second.
right? It's better to talk a bit more by, for example, giving more example.
And then teacher, what
Yeah.
if we say overtime? Like,
They will give you a sign
oh,
as a minor. So if it's 2 minutes, I think they're gonna like, I think 1 minute and 30 second they or 10 second left, they're gonna knock one, and if it's 2 minutes, they're gonna knock two, and if it's more than 2 minutes
mm,
15 second, for example, they're gonna knock all the time.
oh, wow.
So, but I think you can search it in internet. What is
The
the
code.
procedure? I don't really remember. Yeah, good.
That's all for
What
part two.
else?
That's all for part two.
Hmm. For the part three, do you have any comment?
In part three,
Hmm.
ini part yang we should include general opinion and summary, teacher. Or
Yeah, yeah, and
kita
compare
tuh
and
comparing
contrast.
when I don't get the question where we need to compare the comparing.
Okay. Yeah, it really depends on the questions. For example, this question was, I'm gonna check. Okay.
Is there
How
any?
do people in your country get news? Right? You make a comparison between I also want to highlight. It was really good introduction when you mentioned Indonesia is a archipelago. There, it is a big nation. It has different. So you give introduction about the condition, and after that you compare. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. You didn't compare, but actually, I think you just mentioned the most favorite one was television because it's the most accessible
Ya media itu
means
tadi.
of communication. That's a good one because you mention you compare actually which one is the most. Like there is apa namanya, kayak derajat. There is
Mm-mm.
a degree. Kayak which one is more favorite, and maybe you can compare. Tadi kan in general, maybe you can just mention, for example,
Ya.
but most people in Java, because they have a good access in internet, they use
Oh, di situ compare-nya.
apa, bisa jadi you can do
Baru
that.
nggak.
uh, most of people prefer to have to access the news from internet, but it is not happening for those who live in the eastern part of Indonesia, for
Mm.
example. Or biasanya mereka juga ada pertanyaan-pertanyaan kayak gini, kayak apa namanya, what's the difference between now and 20 years ago. Itu jelas comparison. Jadi ada pertanyaan-pertanyaan kayak gitu. It really depends.
Depends. Jadi nggak always harus comparing.
No, 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 no. It
Oh,
really depends on the questions.
oh iya.
And but that's really good to come up with a number, to come up with a percentage. You just make up the number. For example, kayak pertanyaan Aldi mungkin kayak, what kind of news do people in your country like?
Like,
Ya, itu kan macam-macam newsnya. Mungkin Aldi bisa buat kayak ranking. I think the most favorite one
oh,
around 50% of society. According to the data, kamu bisa bilang according to the data, according to communication journal, even you don't have the communication journal, yeah, you can mention that, you can make up the story. So what the examiner wants to hear is how you deliver, is how your English, not about really about your opinion,
Mm.
but tapi gimana your structure, your coherence, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I think that's the answer one. I hope it
Okay, I
is.
get it. And then
Mm-hmm,
uh, about people need popularization.
mm-hmm.
Is it okay? Or
Yeah, I think what you mean is popularity.
uh,
Yeah, mm, that's also
uh,
one of my notes.
it's
So
all
in general, do you have any more comments? One.
no, it's all teacher.
Okay, Aldi. For me, in general, you did really good. You deliver your argument. You answer the questions pretty well. It's understandable, despite the grammatical errors, obviously. So you really have to you really have to improve on that side to be more accurate. You did use different tenses. You did use you have used simple present, simple past, and also present perfect. I think you mentioned some, you answer some question with present perfect. That's really good. And you have to practice also in your fluency. So how you deliver it, how you emphasize the words, and then yeah, uh, as an example for your grammatical grammar issue, such as when you said they are, it's a it's popular news. It is popular news. It should be it was popular, uh, and the small thing like that. It is still understandable, but still, if you want to go for good score in IELTS, like above 7, then you have to be more accurate. And then your pronunciation, what I have noticed, remember this, it's a young, it's not young, tapi it's young, it's a famous, and it's a neighbor. So yeah, that's three words that made that I have in my notes. Could you repeat it, Aldi? Young,
Young,
famous,
famous,
neighbor.
neighbor.
Yeah, young, famous, and neighbor. And then yeah, you also use some good vocabulary actually, prestige and engagement. It's a good choice uh, in your answer. That's the feedback from me.
Thank you.
So good luck and keep practicing. And now we're gonna go for the last contestant, the last participant,
Right.
one Shafiq Shafhan. Yay! I love you too. I love you too. Okay. One.
Waduh.
Let me have the question first. Hold on a second. Mhm. Okay, one. Let's start the speaking test.
Mm.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Yes.
Okay, please have a seat. And can I see your identification, please?
Okay, that's my identity card.
Okay. One Shafiq Shafhan. How should I call you?
Yeah, you can call me one with
One.
WAN.
Okay, one. One, we're gonna have IELTS speaking test. They're gonna be three parts, and you can answer my question. And I'm gonna record this session.
It's okay.
For part one, we're gonna start. I'm gonna ask you some question about stars, uh, movie stars. Who is your favorite movie star?
Sorry, can you repeat it? Who?
Who is your favorite
Okay,
movie
movie
star?
stars. I think it was Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu
Okay.
Reeves. He is a calm person, but he act in a lot of action movie.
Are international superstar popular in your country?
Sorry. Yes.
Are
Uh,
international artists or movie
mm,
star popular in your country?
yeah, there is, but I almost forgot. He is from Palembang. Aduh, mm, Jota Slim. Yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
I also from Palembang, and also happy he is a international movie star.
Have you ever met a celebrity in a real life?
Honestly, no, I'm not. I'm live in a far from the central city in my country, so it's hard for me to meet a movie star.
Do you want to be a celebrity?
Honestly, yes, but not in movie actress. I would love to become a musician. It's also artist, and
Okay.
yeah, okay.
I'm gonna ask you some question about tea and coffee. Do Indonesian people like to drink tea or coffee?
Yeah, I think almost all of Indonesian people, but some of like coffee, then tea. So far I know, it's not about the age, but it's like a trend. Like this time in Indonesian, coffee is a higher trend in Indonesia.
Do you prepare tea or coffee for the guests at home?
I prefer a coffee because in a conversation, caffeine helped me to increase my skill to talk and to think clearly.
When was the last time you drank tea or coffee?
Like this afternoon, before this test, I do it uh, for chilling. Just
Do you like to watch a sport on TV?
yes, not just in TV, also in another media. I would love to watch uh, mar- fight sport. I don't know, like UFC and boxing.
Hmm. Do you play any sports?
Ye- Yes, I do. I did badminton, swimming, and also just running in my area.
What kind of sport are popular in Indonesia?
For now, I think I don't know the most because I don't see often. I don't see television information often, but in my r- area is volleyball. Volleyball is now a trend.
Okay, that's the end of part one. We're gonna go to part two. I have sent you the question for part two. You have 1 minute to prepare your answer, and you have
Okay.
2 minutes for deliver your speech. Your preparation time started now. Your time is up.
Waduh, lama mikir. Oke.
You have 2 minutes to answer the question. Start from now.
Yeah, the situation when I didn't have enough time for is when I was try to eat because I'm not have a good ability in cooking and preparing for the resource material. When it was happening in every time I feel hungry, and then how I try to finish it, it ends to buy uh, food from, yeah, the market or even a junk food. And I have a trouble in this because I said uh, I don't. Oh, I have said it before. Eh? Still have another time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still have 45 seconds.
45 seconds. Yeah, maybe that's enough.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the third part of IELTS speaking test. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Do you think time management is important?
Time management. It's for me. I prefer having a time management because if I didn't have that, it will uh, cause a chaos in schedule for me. For that, I doing a note for my schedule, specifically in a time, by the time, in every single plan. Like also I planning how long I try to walk to the place, and then counting how much I have a time for it, and also uh, maybe just that. Whoa, not
Do
really.
you think most people can manage their time well?
No, I think just a lack of people can manage their time, because if they do can manage their time, their life will uh, run in order by themselves. Because of that, they will uh, their schedule will running well, and then their life will end successfully, I think.
Do you think successful people have better time management skills than others?
Yeah, of course. By the time management, they will optimize their mm, plan to do, and because of that, sorry, by the data, according to the data, I think a lot of successful, uh, I take in rich people with a successful life, they have a plan to do a lot of time management, I think. For example, like Raffi Ahmad, they do time management. They have schedule in a all day full time, and then they have he has rest like a rest time, and he count is it okay for him, and then Nadim Makarim, even he spent a lot of time, he still have a once day in a week to feel the lost sleep.
What are the effective ways to manage time?
For me, I uh, uh, often forgetting, so I note what I need to do, what time is it, and how long in my note. And then for people, I think, who have a good uh, remember, it is still working, and it will uh, management, it will improve their time management.
Okay, that was the last questions and the end of part 3 and your IELTS speaking test. I wish you good luck, and this is your ID card. I
No,
give
I
it back
don't need
to you.
that.
You don't need that,
Think that
OMG.
I know I'm
Okay,
resting.
okay. Give a plus for one. Yay. Sarange, sarange. Okay, Aldi.
I'm never prepared for it.
It's okay. Aldi, what do you think about one
Masih
uh
acting, teacher.
IELTS speaking
Even
test
cold in here.
simulation?
Was good answer and good simulation from one
Ah, cicat
to
doang.
the IELTS speaking. Yeah, yeah, there are uh several wrong, and but maybe it's a natural. Like me also get the maybe, yeah, one or two more wrong. For the first, maybe I want to highlight in the part one is uh, we have to note the cr- question criteria, like maybe if the examiner asks
Mm.
about the do you, yeah, maybe we can clearly answer yes I do, or
Yeah.
maybe if he asks about the with the past tense or the present tense, it's yeah, like one of the criteria, this band this criteria, band descriptor is accuracy with the question. Yeah, uh, I found the, yeah, I don't know the correct form but it, but yeah, if we answer yes, there is we mean maybe ya itu ada gitu. Ya, di sini juga ada. But yeah, I don't know the correct form, if we have to answer the question. But I think the highlight in the start of the question is the important, like do you have blah 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 blah, and this is a do do you, yes I do, or if examiner asks about the have have the blah blah, or was the, or kayak gitu-gitu, kayak kalau misalnya jawab kayak misalnya oh ya saya ada, apakah sering-sering kadang aku juga kecepatan mis kayak yes, there is, ya there is gitu, ya ada gitu, atau
Mm-hmm.
ya ini gitu, cuma sering-sering apa ya, tak tahu ininya
Reflect
cuman
gitu.
kayak apa
Kayak kagok
ibaratnya
kalau
spontan.
kalau ya kalau di in the direct conversation it's a bit challenging, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Ya, terus the important question with the maybe tenses is the uh maybe tricky question ya, like when we ask with the past, we answer with the past also.
Mm.
But in the example with the simulation, I found like yeah, I got coffee this afternoon. I mean this afternoon. If we in the morning is this afternoon, maybe we can, if the have you when you apa tadi, kapan kamu terakhir ini ya? Nah, misalnya itu
Mm-hmm.
kita
That's
bilangnya last afternoon, or ya maybe
Oh yeah, yeah.
like accuracy with the question criteria. The grade from one is maybe for the example. Yeah, we can bind them with that, and we can, yeah, pronoun about the many things that uh, we can talk in. Itu salah satu yang bisa jadi inilah bantuan yang untuk example-example.
mm-hmm.
Terus untuk yang pertanyaan part 2 atau part 3 itu lebih ke maybe the best form answer, like we can talk smart, like specific, measurable, and actionable. I don't know the the good example, but I think if we talk about the common topic, it's risk, because yeah, the examiner also who about that, and if he didn't know about the topic, and if we can answer about the what I mean, it's the uh, potential damage about my conversation,
Mm.
like misalnya tadi terkait dengan nggak cukup waktu, tadi kan ambil topiknya pas makan. Nah, itu bisa aja kalau misalnya ada yang umum ya makan apa nih yang nggak cukup waktunya nih gitu. Nah, itu bisa aja nanti cukup jadi krusial kalau misalnya akhirnya si ininya nggak nggak nangkep apa yang diinin. Cuman kalau
Soal di
misalnya ada opsi lain, misalnya terkait dengan nggak cukup ini, misalnya kita pernah telat datang sekolah di sekolah kita. Nah, itu kan contohnya banyak banget yang mungkin orang lain nggak tahu. Ya, itu mungkin positioning yang bisa cukup ini tuh, trik-trik yang ini. Terus part 3 sih ya overall eh ya the apa istilahnya grammatical. Yeah, this is a hard part for me also. And the another one is the accuracy maybe about the question. I don't know. Kayak tadi mungkin Miss Monica nanya beberapa hal terkait pertanyaan apa. Nah, mungkin jawaban yang ada pertama tuh kayak mungkin belum 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 nangkep apa nih jawabannya nih gitu. Nah, mungkin paling paling aman misalnya kita jawab clear dulu di awal, baru kita jawab di akhir. Sebenarnya ada deduktif, induktif lah ibaratnya. Bisa kita jelasin apa dulu, baru kesimpulan, atau kesimpulan dulu baru nanti ini. Cuman untuk yang misalnya topik pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang agak kayak susah misalnya atau ini, mungkin bisa clearly dulu apa, baru nanti mungkin sisanya tambahin contoh example-example. Itu sih.
Good.
Overall 2 jempol. 4
jempol.
jempol sama kaki.
part 2 soalnya kayak psychological question. Kayak
Okay.
almost
Good
didn't
feedback, Aldi. Yeah, one that's some feedback was those are some feedback. Those were some feedback from Aldi, and I agree with Aldi. You still have a challenge in your grammar and the way you structure the sentences. Yeah, about this part of speech is the same problem also with Aldi. How you decide which type of uh, word that you have to put in the sentence. Should it be noun? Should it be verb? Should it be adjective? So yeah. And what's good from you? I think I didn't really remember in which part, but I think you had a difficulty to find words like a vocabulary, and you try to explain it in another way, and you clearly managed to do that, and it was good. And you misunderstood some questions, I believe, in part one. For example, about the for example, about the tea and coffee. I was asking, do you prepare tea or coffee for the guests at home?
Oh iya, malah disuruh. Saya kira milih gitu ya.
Iya, iya.
Kan
You choose
kalau
for
ada tamu
yourself.
mau ngasih apa kan?
Iya, kalau tamu biasanya ngasih apa, prepare apa. Terus, I think the question about Joe Taslim also uh, was a bit off. The question was, are international superstars popular in your country? Jadi pertanyaannya itu,
Oh.
ada nggak nih artis-artis luar negeri yang populer di negara lo? Gitu. Kayaknya kamu nangkepnya malah ada artis Indonesia yang populer di luar negeri nggak gitu kan? And
Gimana
you
sih?
say, kan pertanyaannya, are international superstar popular in your country? Apakah artis-artis internasional itu ada yang populer di negara kamu? Misalkan kamu bisa bilang tentang Korean opera, right?
Iya.
Yeah, they are really popular. Ya, tadi kamu malah ngasih contoh Joe Taslim yang terkenal di luar
Oh,
negeri.
lalu
Jadi so you misunderstood the questions.
udah match point.
Hmm. And then for the part two, yeah, you pretty you were having so much time left. I don't know what was the problem actually, because I think you didn't maximize the your preparation time, and I'm totally agree with Aldi. You have to find you have to decide a topic quickly, like the answer. For example, describe the situation when you didn't have enough time, and then you said about uh, the time for having your meal,
Yeah.
right? uh, it is not bad actually, it's not a bad choice, but unfortunately you cannot really answer the following questions, and maybe you can answer it, but you only could mention some sentences. So try to find a topic, try to find the answer that you have many vocabularies, many experience on it. For example, if me got this question when you didn't have enough time for, I'm gonna say it was the time when I have to finish my thesis, so I can explain it more, who is involved in my thesis, and then why. I think it's more complex, so I can make more reason. But then if I have to say when preparing for meal for food, like I might get stuck because of it.
The question that
And
makes me
you seems nervous as well
mm,
in part two.
because I got stuck.
Mm-hmm. And the vocabulary also. Um, you mentioned about resource materials. I think what you mean is the ingredient.
Ingredient.
Yeah, so yeah, you have to use the correct
Right.
vocabularies.
Memory.
The- Yeah. In part three, you did really good in giving an example, as Aldi mentioned. Uh, even you not mispronounce, but you were saying Rafi Ahmad as they, not he.
Mm.
The pronoun, even after that, you corrected your statement, your sentence. Tadi kalau bilangnya Raffi Ahmad, blah blah blah, they have, blah blah blah. It should be he has.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you do self correction, and then you were mentioned about good remember. I think what you mean is good memory.
Good memory. Aduh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Vocab.
it's a common mistake. You try to find the words,
Mm.
but then what was the words? Oh my goodness! And okay, mangingat, memory. I think I would just say
Remember.
remember. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand what you mean. It's
Uh-uh.
okay if it's not in IELTS test. It's
Yeah.
fine. If it's in a conversation, it's fine because
But
I
it
can
is.
still understand what you mean. But then if this is in IELTS test, you have to find the right vocabulary. Um, yeah. And then by they self, it should be by themselves.
I think so.
And you can start your ini also for Aldia. Uh when you got some questions in part theory, you most people would say, I think they're gonna start with I think
The,
in almost all the questions. So one of the tips for me, you could start with, I would say it's a more native. Yeah, that was also my discussion with Johannes last night when we have practicing
mm-mm.
um the test for ibu
Part
for
three.
my sister. Yeah, they usually say it. I would say, so you can you say that? And then, yeah. And about the last questions about managing time, you can start with, for example, the last question. There are several popular methods to manage time, such as jadi kayak giving introductions and
Oh
try
iya.
to rephrase, the paraphrasing, try to paraphrase the questions. Yeah, but overall you did good job, and I'm sure you're gonna improve in the future. I mean, it really depends on how we uh practice that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then I think that's all for today. Hold on a second. I'm gonna i'm gonna prepare myself to take a picture, the last picture
Eh,
of us.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, ooh,
Aku bisa pakai
ooh.
ini filter, bisa di cara pakai filter di mana?
Oh, anjir. Mana ya? Oh, ini ya.
Bahkan sampai sekarang belum pernah nyari tahu IELTS itu apa dan gimana caranya.
Belum pernah apa?
Belum pernah cari tahu
Kalau apa?
IELTS
Oh, IELTS.
tes atau
Hmm.
gimana.
Okay.
Juga.
Okay, let's take a picture. Wait. Oops. Not yet. Jack. Aduh, kerudung gue berantakan banget ya. Allah Akbar. 1, 2, 3, smile. Lagi.
Kerasa
Apa?
ada cekreknya.
Iya. Yeah. Dulu beresin hijab. Sarangi. Okay, then, since this is the end of the class, I would like to say thank you so much for being super nice student, and for being actively participating during the class. I hope we can still communicate in the future, even we probably not gonna be in the same class for the next batch. If you still want to join the program, and yeah, I'm sorry if I did some mistake, and I thank you for the opportunities, and it was an honor and pleasure to have a cute student like you guys. And I'm gonna contact you in person to discuss about the program and which class do you want to join if you still want to be involved in part 3 in the
Batch.
batch 3. Yeah, I think that's all from me. Do you have something to say before we end up the session, guys?
Thank you, Miss, for
Udah
You're
the
mau nangis juga.
great
welcome.
I just want
experience.
to cry.
2
Males
months.
banget sih, Wan.
Hard for me to study because this class I study.
Yeah, be good, and I wish you good luck, and please do keep in touch even we won't be in the regular meeting.
Via Instagram.
Yeah, we have Instagram, and don't forget to
Jangan
follow my YouTube
jangan pesan.
channel,
You too.
like, subscribe, and
I
share
have
the
follow.
videos. Yeah, itu aja. Stay safe, and yeah, do keep in touch, okay?
Cuci tangan dan pakai
Okay.
masker.
Dan masker.
Jadi,
Hey do, thank you so much.
bye teacher.
Bye bye.